Hey, welcome. So let's go ahead and get started with our gentle yoga. I'm going to have you come down to the floor, and if you've got a folded towel, blanket, pillow, something like that to sit on, that can make it more comfortable for you. You could also roll up the back or the end of your yoga mat to sit on. Okay. If you're comfortable sitting cross-legged, go ahead and do that. Otherwise, it's okay to stretch out your leg or both legs, something like this. Okay. All right, so let's start by just relaxing the hands in your lap or on your legs and close your eyes. And just take a nice deep breath in and out through the nose. And start by listening to the sounds in the room, the sound of your breath. And by listening to the sounds, this will bring you into the moment, right? Help you to stay present. And then relax from the top of the head down through the face. Relax your jaw. Let go of any tension in your shoulders, down the arms to your fingertips. And take a deep breath, relax down through the torso. From your hips, your pelvis, all the way down the legs to your feet, your toes. Inhale and exhale deeply. And now focus on your breath. Count to yourself the length of your inhale. Count again the length of your exhale. And start to even out your breath. And you'll notice that as your breath starts to deepen, your body starts to relax. Your mind gets a little quieter. So from this quiet place, let's start with our Hatha Yoga, the exercise. You're going to bring your chin forward, hang your head down, and bring your chest up towards your chin and just hold for a moment. And then let your head roll to one side. So the face is forward, your ear hangs toward the shoulder, relax your jaw. And now roll your head around to the back, let your head go back. And over to the other side. Bring your head back down to the front. Let's do a few circles. Inhale as you roll your head to the back. Exhale back to the front. And do about 3 circles to each side. Good. When you're done with your neck rolls, let your head hang down. Clasp the hands together, lay them gently on the back of your head and hold. And bring your head back up to center. One hand on the head, the other one can just rest on your leg. Gently draw the ear toward the shoulder and hold. And let your jaw be relaxed. Good. Let's do the other side. And let your head come back to center. Okay, let's look back and forth from side to side. And one more time. Good. And bring your head right back to center. All right, let's bring the arms up in front, and you're going to take one elbow. You can do either side. Place one elbow inside of the other. Okay. If that's difficult for your arms, you can also just cross your arms like this. Back of the hands touch, or you can wrap the hands around so the fingertip touches the palm. And then go ahead and draw your elbows upward and hold. And 2, 3, inhale. As you exhale, let those elbows come down and slowly untwist. Good. Let's do the other side. So wrap the arms up and draw the elbows upward and hold. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. As you exhale, let those elbows come down and relax. Good. Arms by the side, reach out and up. Inhale and stretch. Clasp your hands. Go ahead and turn the palms up. Exhale to one side. And remember, if your legs get uncomfortable, it's okay to stretch them out. Inhale as you come up. Exhale over. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Good. And come back to center and draw back slightly with those arms. Let your fingertips touch. Inhale. Exhale, let your arms come out and down. You're going to clasp your hands behind your back. Gently roll the shoulders back and stretch. Good. And relax. Go ahead and reach forward. Let your fingertips touch the shoulders. And now go in, back, and around with your elbows. Good. And let's do the opposite direction. All right. Go ahead and stretch your legs out. And just kind of turn those feet in and out a few times. All right. Come over onto the hands and knees. If you're on a hard surface, you may want that blanket or towel underneath your knees. We're going to start in this position, the cat and dog tail position. Before we start, we're going to do a little bit of like a circle, like a little bit of movement, where you're going to kind of rock or roll your hips. And just do that in one direction. And let's change direction. Nice, slow, easy breath. Good. Back to center, tuck your chin in. Round your back and shoulders as you exhale. Arch your back, look up and inhale. Exhale. And inhale. Move at your own pace. All right, with your next exhale, let your hips come toward the heels, forehead to the mat. Go ahead and reach forward with your fingertips and just relax for a moment. And come back up onto the hands and knees. Now you're going to sit towards that left heel and then reach over to the right. And let's get into that lower back and shoulders and just hold for a few breaths. And 2, And 3. One more. 4. We're back up onto the hands and knees. Let's switch over. Sit towards the right heel. Reach over to the left and stretch. And 2. 3. 4. Good, and we're back up onto the hands and knees. Extend your right leg out behind you. Find a point to stare at or focus on, and then lift your left arm. So the opposite. So right leg is extended, left arm is extended, and hold. Good, and let's switch. Extend that left leg out. Extend your right arm out and hold. Good, and relax. All right, take your hips back toward the heels, forehead to the mat, reach out again with your hands, your fingertips, and stretch. Now let's have the hands just a little bit wider than the shoulders. Come up onto your hands and knees, let your toes curl under, lift your hips and stretch back into your downward dog. Now you want to keep your knees soft, slightly bent, and keep lifting the hips towards the ceiling, pressing the floor away from you. Let's bend one knee, push the opposite heel down to the mat, alternate your legs back and forth. Good, and then bring the shoulders forward, knees down to the mat. Let's bring the hips back to the heels again, right back into your half tortoise. Good. And one more time, back up into the downward dog and stretch. And breathe. And shoulders forward, knees touch down, hips back toward the heels. Good. All right. So let's come back up onto the hands and knees. We'll work on the hips. You're going to draw that right knee forward. Take that right heel, turn it in just a little bit towards this left hip bone, and then stretch your left leg back. So this is your the pigeon pose. Go ahead and look forward. Inhale. Exhale as you come on down. You can rest on the elbows or forearms, or you can rest the forehead all the way down. And relax. Inhale and exhale deeply. All right, bring your chest up. Let's have the hands firmly on the mat. So you're going to go on the ball of the back foot. Lift the hips, step your right foot back and stretch. You can even do the runner stretch if you like. Alternating legs. Now let's do the other side. So bring the shoulders forward, knees touch down, slide that left knee forward. You're going to turn the heel in, stretch your right leg back. Inhale as you look forward. And exhale as you come on down. Breathe. Okay, bring your chest up, hands firmly on the mat, and one more time, back into that downward dog, good. And bring the shoulders forward, knees touch down, hips right back to your heels. You can open and close your fingers, your hands a few times. Maybe rock the hips a little bit from side to side. Okay, let's come back up onto the hands and knees. We're going to do thread the needle. So we're going to stretch the upper back, the shoulders, the lower back. So take the back of your left hand, put it on the mat. You're going to slide it behind your right arm. And I want you to come all the way down into your left shoulder and the left side of your head. And then take the right arm behind you and maybe touch that thigh. Okay. You can even try looking up towards the ceiling if that's comfortable for you, or you could just look straight ahead and hold. And then inhale as you exhale, slowly untwist. Come back up onto the hands and knees. Let's switch over. Slide that right arm through, come down onto your shoulder, reach back with that left arm and stretch. Slow, deep breath. And slowly untwist. Let's come back up onto the hands and knees. Okay, now bring the forearms down to the mat. So the elbows are under your shoulders. Turn that left elbow out, put your forehead on your forearm, and then just reach forward with that right arm. And now let's switch. Turn the right elbow out, put your forehead on your forearm, and reach forward with that left arm. Okay, forehead to the mat. Reach forward with both arms and stretch. And if you want to increase the stretch, you can come onto your chin. Good. Put the forehead back to the mat. And then just using your hands, you can bring your hips back to your heels again. And let's come up into a kneeling posture. Okay, let your toes curl under and stretch your feet out a little bit, stretching those arches. Good. And then from here, we're going to come up to standing. So go ahead and you can move your blanket to the side and go ahead and come on up. All right. Let me move back. There we go. Okay. So let's start with the feet about hip distance. I like to start with a little twisting. So knees are soft, lean forward, roll to the back as you inhale, exhale back to the front. Good. And change direction. And right back to center. Inhale as you exhale, let's hang down into the front bend. So you're going to hold and sway gently from side to side. Let's come down to a squat. So bend your knees, bring yourself on down, reach for the floor for balance. Good. Back into that front bend. Back down to the squat. Back into that front bend. And bring your chest up, hands to your hips. Inhale as you come on up. Good. And we're going to support the back. So put the heel of the hands right under the ribcage, lift through the chest, gently lean back. Good. And then right back up to standing. Okay, let's bring the feet a little bit closer to each other. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, lean to one side into the half moon. Inhale as you come up, exhale over. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Good, and back to center. Inhale as you exhale, fold into that front bend. Hands on the front of the legs, draw your chest forward and inhale. Exhale as you fold. Inhale, reach and come on up. And back to the heart. Inhale and exhale. Hands on the legs, draw the chest forward. Exhale as you fold. Reach and come on up. Back to the heart. Inhale. And exhale. Let's do one more. Right back to that. All right. So let's use your mat if you're not on it. Open your feet nice and wide. We're going to do some triangles. It's back just a little bit. Okay. So with your triangle pose, I want you to step wide on your mat. Go. Open your feet nice and wide, hands on the legs. And you can extend your arm with the palm upward. Inhale as you exhale. Gently slide that opposite hand down. And inhale as you come up and exhale. Let's do the other side. Reach up. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And again, reach. Inhale. Exhale. Reach up. Inhale. And exhale. Good. All right, let's go ahead and do our triangles. We're going to extend the arms out. I'm turning the right foot out to the side, angling the back foot in. Inhale, as you exhale, reach out over that leg, and then you just pivot and let your hand come down to touch the leg, or you can put the back of the hand on the leg. You might be able to touch the floor, but when you're reaching down, don't let your hips rotate or your butt go back, if that makes sense. Okay. You want this left hip pointing straight up towards the ceiling. Tighten this right upper thigh and hold. And as you inhale, reach and come on up, and exhale, turn your foot in. So we're to the other side. So we're working on our balance, our strength, and our flexibility. So your belly button, navel points straight ahead. Inhale as you exhale, reach out, and come down, and reach. Press your heels into the mat, 2, 3. Inhale and reach, exhale, turn your foot in. Good, one more time. Right foot out, back foot in. Inhale as you exhale, reach out and come down. And 2, 3. Inhale as you come up, exhale, turn your foot in. One more time, left foot out, right foot angles in. Inhale, exhale as you come on down. And 2, 3. Inhale and exhale. Good. Relax those shoulders. Okay, go ahead and relax your legs as well. Let's do one more standing posture. We're going to do what's called a pyramid pose. You're going to keep your hands on your hips, and I want you to open your feet a little wider than your shoulders. Turn the right foot out. Angle your left foot in. And now I want you to rotate your hips. So now your hips are pointing straight towards the wall. Okay. Hands on the hips, legs are nice and straight and strong. Go ahead and bend forward. And you can either keep your hands on your hips, or you can hang them or release them to touch the leg, or maybe even touch the floor. You're gently drawing back slightly with that right hip. Breathe. This is also practicing your balance. Inhale, bring your chest up, hands to the hips, and come back to center. Good. Let's do the other side. Left foot turns out, right foot ankles in. Turn the hips forward. Inhale as you exhale, bend forward. Hold. 2, 3. And draw the chest up, hands on the hips, and go ahead and turn the foot. Good. Okay, feet about hip distance. We're gonna fold into a front bend and then do a squat and come down to the floor. So inhale as you exhale. Go ahead and hang, bend your knees, reach the floor. Go ahead and come down into your squat, and then you're gonna sit right down onto the floor. So I'm just gonna fix the camera. Go ahead and bring yourself down. Yeah. And come down. Good. All right, let's do some floor exercises. So usually when I do this practice, just checking the time, I like to start with the neck, the shoulders, the back, the hips, do some standing exercises. But hips tend to get tight. I don't know about your hips, but mine tend to get tight. So we're going to focus on that right now. Let's start with the cradle pose. You can put your foot into your hand, the opposite hand, or the opposite elbow. But you need to sit up nice and tall. So just kind of see how that feels. My hip's a little tight, so I'm going to keep it in the hand. Sit up nice and tall, and then just gently rock, get some movement into that hip, back and forth. Good. And then we'll take this foot, place it on your upper thigh, sit up nice and tall, and let's just do a little bit of rocking, bouncing movement. Okay, let's cross this leg over, sit up nice and tall. Inhale as you exhale, lean forward. And breathe. Good. And then go ahead and bring yourself up, and let's do the other side. So we're going to cradle that leg back and forth. And let's stop the rocking movement and place that foot across your upper thigh. Gently bounce the knee. Good. And then we'll place this leg over, and we're going to lean forward. Nice, slow, deep breath. Good. And then go ahead and bring yourself up and stretch those legs out. Rock your feet in and out a few times. Okay. So we're going to do, it's called the cow face posture. You can do this, the half variation, which is what we just did. You can do that again, where you keep the bottom leg straight, or tuck that bottom leg under, take your top leg and cross it over. So you have one knee on top of the other. Sit up nice and tall. Inhale as you exhale, lean forward. You're going to feel this stretch in your hips and buttocks. Hold. Good, and then draw the chest back up, and we'll do the same thing on the other side. So you can either keep the bottom leg straight or tuck it under. Cross the other leg on top. And it's okay if it's more open. It doesn't have to be exactly one knee on top of the other. You're still going to get a really good stretch. And then just lean into it. Nice, slow, deep breath. And then go ahead and bring yourself up and undo those legs. Stretch. Okay, now what I'm gonna have you do is you can put your hands behind you and lean back. I want you to bend both knees. And we're just gonna drop the legs down like this. So see how my feet are apart? Do this, keep your feet apart. And I want you just to rock your hips side to side. Nice, gentle, easy movement. Okay, and then from here, let's do the twist. I'm actually going to turn around. I think it's easier to teach it this way. You're going to lean onto this right hip. I want you to take your left leg back, put that right foot against your left knee, and twist to the right. Go ahead and come on down onto your elbows, your forearms, and just hold and breathe. Good. Inhale as you exhale, slowly come back up. Let's switch over to the side. Let's take the right leg back. Put the sole of the foot against your knee. Twist to the left. Go ahead and come on down onto your elbows and your forearms. Just hold. Breathe. Good. And then slowly untwist and go ahead and bring yourself back up. Stretch your legs out in front of you. Reach up towards the ceiling. Inhale. As you exhale, you're going to reach forward. We're going to do a little bit of gentle rocking or bouncing. Gentle movement, like you're reaching for the wall in front of you. And then stop that movement, and you can reach for your feet or your calves, or you can put your hands beside you to press forward and just hold for a moment. Good, and then go ahead and bring yourself up. Okay, we're gonna go down onto our backs. If you want extra padding, go ahead and spread your blanket out. When you come down onto your back, you always want to pull those knees in so that you don't strain your lower back. And let's hold on to those knees and just rock a little bit and take a deep breath here and let go all of the tension down your spine. All right, let's open the arms out to the sides. We're going to lower the legs to the left all the way down to the floor. Turn your head to the right, and you can put your left hand on the legs if you want to draw down and just hold. Nice deep breath. Inhale as you come up. Exhale over to the other side. Let's switch. Let's look over to that left hand and stretch. And breathe. And let your knees come back to center. Go ahead and stretch yourself all the way down onto the mat. And just rock your feet in and out. Let your feet fall out to the sides. Let your arms rest by your sides. A nice deep breath. In and out through the nose. And relax from the forehead down through the eyes. Relax your jaw. Relax down through the neck and throat. Relax your shoulders all the way down the arms to your fingertips. And back up through the shoulders. Relax through the upper back, chest and lungs, heart center, through the abdomen, through the lower back, from your hips down the legs, through your feet and toes. Count to yourself the length of your inhale. Count again the length of your exhale. See if you can even out your breath. Slowly take a deep breath. And start to bring your awareness back by moving your fingers and your toes. To come out of your relaxation, you can do your palming exercise. Rub your hands together, make them warm. And just place those warm hands over your eyes, blocking out the light. Open your eyes into your palms and relax your gaze. And then slowly bring the hands away and let your hands come down. Good. All right. If you are going about your day, I just want to wish you a really great day. It's always nice to think of an intention. So we'll close the class here for a moment. What What affirmation or what kind of day do you want to have? Or how do you want to feel today? I'm so happy and grateful. That everything just falls into place. Everything works out for me. Good. And then eyes are open. Namaste. All right, everyone, have a really great day. I will see you again next week. And like I mentioned, you can always watch the videos on the YouTube channel. Because I am at Palomar today using their classroom, I'm going to actually end early. I'm not going to do the meditation portion of the class. However, if you have time to sit and to meditate, please do. Take that time for yourself. You could also go on the Candace Rose Yoga YouTube channel, and I do have videos there where at the end of any of the videos I can walk you through the breathing techniques. Okay, so with that, we're going to wrap up the class, and again, have a great day, everyone. I know I feel better.